Welcome to another episode of At the Bar With podcast. Tonight we have a dual guest situation here. We have one of our repeat guests, Steve Philbrook, but we also have one of Minnesota's favorite band guys here as well, Brian Glodek. Welcome, guys.
AKA GB Leighton.
Sir GB.
We've been waiting for this one for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So it took you a little bit to get over here, didn't it, Brian?
It did, man. I'm sorry.
But it's kind of funny because you grew up over here.
I'm like 2 blocks away from this place where I grew up and I couldn't find it. Yeah. It's crazy.
Everybody can find it. My instructor parked out on the side road. Rick parked out on the side road when he was trying to get in here.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
people out. Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, Stacy's instructor, I mean, it's like that's the guy you go down a dark alley with. So it's like I can park wherever I want. Yes, you can. No complaint.
So, Brett, I took a video of it. I'm going to send that to you so you can send it to everybody. The turn that you turn in?
Yeah, that's what you need.
Yeah, just to turn in and then you turn again. So, yeah, it's all messed up on you.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's all good. I got here.
You're here. You're here.
I'm
We're
here.
ready.
Yeah. So,
Patrick. Yo.
What are you drinking this evening, Patrick?
I am drinking Cherry Coke Zero Sugar after I drink my
Psych.
Jim Beam, age 7 years.
In your Vikings lowball.
All right.
All right. So, Brian, what are you having?
I don't know. What do we got?
I think we were talking about doing a Coke with cane sugar and a little Jameson.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. Just a little Jameson.
Just a little teeny tasty of it.
Yeah.
Steve, what are you having?
Yeah, I like Coors Light.
I think we can oblige.
I'll try your Jameson.
Do you have hams back there? Any hams back there?
I think I got a hams back here too. Yeah, so let's put that
Wow,
up there.
we got all drinkers.
Stacy, you got to wear the costume
Yeah, I
next,
know.
next podcast.
Where was I? I was at the Anoka Fair, and there's this guy that had the greatest old. You could just tell it was like ancient hams T-shirt, with the big huge bear on it. I'm like, God, I should have that.
Clear blue water.
Yep.
Now we know what to get Stacy for Christmas.
Yep.
Hams
Pack.
Yeah. All five of us will get him one, and he'll five. One for each day of the week when he's
there you go.
teaching.
Well, we can get him the hams T-shirt, the hams pillowcase. Somebody can get him the hams comforter.
The Hams beer can bank. Remember that? The keg shaped one?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think I have one.
Right.
Probably do.
I think I have one.
There's your hams in a koozie.
I'll bring an old hams can, and we'll have it on display here someplace.
There we go.
One right somewhere.
It's kind of funny how well, I'm not going to say shitty beers, but these lesser beers, the less than premium beers, they kind of make a comeback sometimes with kids. Like in high school, like Blatz was kind of a thing. I don't know if you remember Blatz.
Blatz, Pfeiffer.
Yeah. Keystone
Lowenbrow.
was a thing.
Keystone, yeah.
Lowenbrow.
That was a thing when we were Lowenbrow.
Oh my God.
Milwaukee's best.
Oh yeah, I never. When I would go deer hunting with my father, I never realized why he would bring Blatz Light, and then finally I realized that he's drinking his brandy.
Oh, in the can.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's brandy from the glass, and then having a sip of.
It's a chaser.
So it was a chaser.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, that's great. It's like I think it was in Smokey and the Bandit or something, where the guy's he puts a beer in a Coke can sleeve so then he can drink the Coke while he's driving. He's actually drinking beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
So my story to get to hams was like, I lived in Germany, so I had the greatest beer ever. I got back here and, started going to the Mermaid and stuff and tried to get expensive beer. It's like, man, I'm spending a lot of money. So I went to American beer because I'm not going to get that taste anyway. So going to American beer was Genuine Draft. I was a big MGE guy. Then I went to High Life because you go to the liquor store and I just was finding the cheapest beer.
Yeah.
And then now that I can't taste really anything, I go to a Ham's 30 pack is like 17, 18 bucks, compared to like my buddy drinks, used to drink Heineken and you spend $30 a case.
Oh yeah.
You spend $30 a case.
Yeah, you get those micro.
I'm out.
You're spending
Oh,
you're spending
yeah.
the $17
Yeah.
for a 12 pack.
Well, I know. And then also you drink one of those beers. If you go to a microbrew and you have a beer, it's like 7, 8, 9% off.
Yeah, it's you can have one or two.
Yeah.
I'm
But it's like thanks for playing.
Well, speaking of alcohol content, let's put them up.
All right.
All right, good.
So
Cheers, boys.
this is to Brian getting him in here. Yeah.
Hey,
Gene
thanks, man.
and Patrick,
It's
cheers.
good to see
Cheers.
Brian.
Cheers.
All right, good to see you.
All right.
Mhm.
Now we're ready to roll.
Mm.
So, isn't that just insanely delicious?
Yes, it
Very
is.
A Jameson orange. I don't know. I mean, someone turned me on to that. I'm like, I'm gonna have a regular Jameson with my
Oh my god!
cider, and they're
Yeah,
like,
that is.
why don't you try the orange? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying flavored whiskey. That's
Oh my god!
that's absurd.
That is beautiful.
Try one. I just kind of went, all right. They go just with a cube or two, and I'm like, okay. So I'm at O'Donovan's, and cube or two hands it to me. I take a sip, and I'm like,
Yeah,
and I was like literally going like this, going,
yeah. No, that,
oh,
He
my-
asked you if you wanted 2 and you said, nah, I'm good.
So Total Wine up here, because this gets expensive if you
Yeah.
go to the local places. It's like what, $30 a
yeah. Well, it's like $28.
yeah. So Total Wine's the
or
cheapest. It's
it's-
20, 22. And then they said, well, we have our own brand because Total Wine has their own brand of
Oh, really?
whiskey.
Yeah.
And I said, well, it was $17. I'm like, oh, I'll try that. So I got it. Then I go back there. Now it's 20. It's like $1 less. So I think everybody's caught on.
Yeah, and we taste tested it a while back, and it wasn't bad. But Jameson definitely had a little more of that orange flavor, and the other stuff was a little more earthy. I mean, more
Yeah.
whiskey forward. This is a lot more orange forward. You know, for people that, you know, I want
It's
to,
summer.
it's summer. Exactly, Patrick. Yeah. It's summer. I don't want to have a heavy
Mhm.
whiskey. This is perfect.
Yeah.
You know,
Perfect. It is
so,
beautiful.
It is.
so-
You guys ever get the Kirkland stuff? I mean, they actually take their alcohol sales seriously. Like their wine is the same stuff that comes out of Napa Valley. I mean, it's crazy.
So what's interesting about Costco is my brother, he's a pharmacist there, and he said when they open a new Costco up,
Mhm.
they get all these like rare whiskeys and stuff, and people camp out like a night or two before.
What?
It's just the opening
Yeah.
day that you get it. Once they're gone, they're gone. Like I don't know whiskey. You hear
had
the
one
whiskey
open up,
connoisseurs.
a mile from my house last summer, and there was a news story about that. There was a line of 50, bearded dudes, but they put out, who you would think would be, seeking out the good alcohol, older gentlemen. But no, they have these rare releases, and they're cheaper,
Yeah.
and they only do it when they open a new Costco. And so,
Wow.
yeah, it's an event,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
brilliant, actually.
It is.
And I don't think you need a membership to go in there to buy alcohol. You can just go buy
Yeah.
alcohol.
Yeah, because it's separate, right? It's a separate side
Yeah.
there.
right.
That's
Oh.
good.
But yeah, Costco's, they get
Is
good.
there a quantity
cheap
limit
stuff
that
there.
that they have?
Yes,
I don't know.
Probably just on the special stuff.
Probably.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
could buy the whole,
Well,
shelf.
otherwise, bars would go in there and get it cheaper than,
Yeah.
And I've seen
Right.
that happen where they're like, we can get this vodka a little bit cheaper than from our.
Good thing they don't do regular Costco. It's like,
Yeah.
here's an 80 pack of beer,
Yeah.
and 5-gallon jug of whiskey. Because you're buying it in bulk. So yeah.
Now, you two have known each other for how long?
Mm.
I mean, I
a
think
while.
I think you guys knew each other before I knew you guys.
Well, we met before high school through hockey.
Yeah.
You played hockey with my brother.
Yeah.
I played hockey with your older brother.
Wow.
Your dad was my coach.
Yeah, my dad is a coach, and I would come out and help out at practices. So we've known each other prior to high school, before even the music thing was even. We both were doing it, but didn't know we were doing it. Didn't know we wanted to do it in the future. We just played guitar or
No.
whatever you were doing, and
Yeah, exactly.
That's
No,
cool.
I mean the music thing was weird because it was like I remember I wanted to be a singer in a band, and I remember my brother saying Steve Philbrook's trying out for this band at Blainebrook Bowl.
Wow.
that was the Brass Kitten. Yeah.
Brass Kitten.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
were
Oh,
trying out for them.
Yeah.
And I was like in my mind going, wait, what?
Fuck he is.
What's he doing?
He's not beating me.
And he did it, and he got the gig, and it was just like, holy shit! Like Steve is the singer of this big band now that's going in town. You know, I was amazed. I was just like overblown. Like,
Yeah.
Did you
holy
realize then, like, fuck, I could do this. I can do it.
well,
But
Or was
you
it-
kind of
I
already
knew
were.
I knew Steve could do it. I knew Steve could do it. I knew that, but I at the time I didn't know I could do it. I needed to find my own sound. I needed to find my acoustic. John Mellencamp, when he came out with the Scarecrow
Yep.
album, boom, then I knew what I was doing right then.
Cool.
Mm.
But Steve knew what he was doing right away. And so it was just blew my mind. It was just like, oh my God. No, Steve is
Because you guys have always been
Amazing
different
thing.
genres, right?
yeah.
But prior to that, how it
Well,
really
we were in the
started,
same genres.
we were in the same band in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't sing. I couldn't sing that high.
Right. Okay.
Steve could do all the backup vocals
Uh-huh. Yeah.
if I was screaming. But it's like I couldn't sing that high.
Oh, okay.
And so it was like when John Mellencamp got into his
his-
Scarecrow album, it was like, okay, this is a guy
Okay.
that's singing a normal
Mhm.
level that I can sing at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and stuff. But Steve was doing, I would go out and see Brass Kitten and see them play. And I was blown away. And I still am blown away by Steve's voice. I am. Steve's voice is amazing.
Do you guys ever have any voice issues at all? Have you, through your career, have you had any problems with it?
So not like a surgery thing, but when you're playing as much as Brian and I
Mhm.
did back when we were doing it for you're still
Yeah.
doing it for a career.
Yeah.
What I mean, you're playing 6, sometimes 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
You need to you need to sing properly, train your voice. And yes, you get tired. You can come up, well, we're not doing that
It's
song.
like working out. It's like working out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and so, yeah, you get tired. It's a muscle like anything
Yeah.
else. And the more you work it out and train it, it gets stronger.
Mhm.
But there were a number of nights, you know, when you're playing and then you're doing as many, if not more shows. And we were doing 250 shows plus a year. And
Yeah.
it's like, there's nights it's like, I don't want to go on, but you got to play.
Well,
you got
You guys know
figure
what
it out.
happened to Bon Jovi last week? I just saw a headline. He walked off in the middle of the show
Yeah.
just saying,
Yeah.
I'm hurt. Do we know what happened?
Yeah, I totally know what happened. I totally
Okay.
know what happened. His voice is just, it was gone. And he just felt
he's
it.
had previous issues and,
Yes.
and he's been fighting and fighting
Exactly.
to try to get back, right?
Yeah, exactly. And he felt it in his mind, in his soul. He just was up there on stage and he just was like, nope.
It's kind of like when the pitcher blows out his elbow and he's
Yeah,
just like, nope,
exactly.
I'm done.
When you're done, you're done.
He had a
done.
backup
Oh,
singer.
God.
Didn't he have a backup
No,
singer?
he brought out the trained singer from the opening band,
Oh, yeah.
and he finished the song for him. or
Oh,
whatever.
wow.
So he's pretty much done, right? You know, I mean, is that what we do?
Man,
That's kind of like Steven
I mean, it's
Tyler.
sad, but
Because Steven Tyler was told he wasn't supposed to sing anymore. He's done. But then he quit singing, live. He quit doing that. But he's still recording where he can kind of control what he's doing.
Yeah.
So I think he did some songs with some,
Man,
guy named Youngblood or something like that.
I went out on the road. I've been out on the road with Johnny Lang when he was going through his voice stuff, and I just like now I was like, and Steve too. Steve and I could both be vocal coaches to these people, because it's like you gotta start singing through your nasal systems and
Right.
stuff. What you're doing is wrong, and I can see what Bon Jovi is doing,
Mhm.
and I feel for him.
Right.
I
Yeah.
really
Right.
feel for him. I really
so
do.
it's
but
just
I-
way
but
too
I
much.
feel
It's
like
not
I
enough
could
head voice or nasality to it.
Yes,
so it's
I feel like-
all just stressing the shit
Yes,
out of the
it's
throat.
all
Is that-
stress on the neck, all stress
get
on the neck. And I feel like you could just talk to him and say, hey, dude, come on, just
Yeah.
relax a little bit and just get this back into your nasal. I mean,
Hey,
Steve,
at least
Steve
Vince
is
Neil's
the
still fucking pulling
miracle.
it off.
Yeah, let's
Sorry.
not go there.
A lot of singers.
No, I'm kidding.
To be a singer and do it as long as Brian and I have, you have to be humble and learn
Yeah.
from people. And I'll never stop learning because I don't know everything.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of people that know a heck of a lot more about singing than I do.
Yeah.
And I just had some good coaches help me when we are on the road and just allowed me to do what I do. And a lot of it is common sense, simple stuff. Is you can't strain. You have to support your voice. A baby a baby can jump on an airplane and scream for 7 hours and never lose his voice. No, seriously, why is that?
Yep.
Because he's subconsciously supporting his vocal cords through his diaphragm and proper breathing technique. And if you do that, it's not that your voice isn't going to get tired. You could blow your voice out in 3 songs if you're not careful.
One song,
or you can sing. You can sing 6 nights a week for 3 hours a night if you're just doing it properly. So,
right.
But it takes training and it takes understanding of how you're going to approach certain things on certain nights. Because some nights it's like I can do anything, and there's other nights you're just struggling and you're working at it just to get through it. And you have to understand that and be willing to accept where you're at.
Yeah.
And again, all you can do is your best. And that's it.
Well, and the thing is, as you get older, I mean, things change. It's just like you have to know where where your limitations are. You got Bon Jovi probably singing the way he always has sung, and now you're starting to use your throat a little bit more to try to make that sound that you've done, for decades, and it changes. I mean,
so next time I'm on an airplane and there's a baby screaming, I'm not supposed to be pissed off.
They're doing their
gonna be happy.
There's this amazing device called
vocal cords
AirPods.
very well.
No.
So Jean's going, so your baby's a singer.
Baby breathing diaphragmatically. That's awesome for her age,
No, but it's kind of funny because we were talking to Mike Chappett right before Brian got here, and he reminded me of how we all started playing together back in high school. I just got done playing a hockey tournament, and we lost our section game to go to state, and Brian and Mike came up and, hey, you want to join our band? I was walking off the ice. I'm like, oh, sure. And we played that whole senior year, and that's how we all started, at least together. Yeah. And I don't even know where it's been so long.
You have a name of the band or what the genre was? We got to hear some stories here.
Rocks.
ROXX.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of bands called Rocks, but we played a handful of shows and graduation parties and stuff. And we did from John Cougar to ACD, White Line. We did, a lot of the 80s MTV music.
We were brought up in the 80s.
Yeah, we were.
It was.
The best.
You were showing me songs by Kale. Is it Kale?
Keel.
Ron Keel. Oh my God.
I loved one of their songs. I'm like,
Tears of Fire.
And it's funny because Ron Keel became a country singer.
Oh, really?
Yes.
See, God damn it. See, that's where I was wanting to be. I'm like, God, I want to sing like Keel. And then
Ron Keel, they had a Where Are They Now episode, I think on like MTV. And it was so funny because they showed him and he's like, wah, long hair and it's out here. And then he goes, I sold my stuff for a pickup truck and acoustic guitar.
Dude.
Country all the way. And everybody was like, what?
He's got a big podcast now that he does. And I was on it for a snippet.
Oh my God.
For the Platinum Overdose stuff was kind of funny. It was like 30 seconds, and just came in, hey, let's see from Platinum, blah, blah. Yeah, it's good to see you. Say hi to Matt Thorne. And
it's crazy.
But I remember when Steve got with Brass Kitten, we were over at your house in the basement and everybody's talking music. And I think your mom goes, well, why don't you sing for him? And you're like, yeah, no. And they're like, yeah, come on, let's hear it, Brian. And you pulled out your guitar and started singing. And we were all like, what in the hell is going on here?
Really?
Yeah, because it was more than just awesome. I was like looking at you going, holy shit, where is that coming from?
Oh, wow.
Because we never thought in a million years. And it was coming out. It was back then, even, you just got better and better, but even when you started, it was fantastic.
And you have a very unique voice.
And I honest to God thought I was listening to John Cougar Mellencamp. I mean, it was awesome. Mm-hmm. So, right then and there, it's like I even knew, and Steve, it's like going, he's going in a different direction, and we were all metalhead.
But Brian, were you self-taught? Like, just sing Mellencamp songs to the radio, or did you go get some voice lessons, or did you just sit in your room by yourself? What happened?
I sat in a room by myself with the boombox in front of me, and I would try and match the singer that was singing, and it was usually Roger Daltrey from The Who. and I was
Cool.
doing
That was my first.
Bubba
45
O'Reilly.
record.
Yeah. I was trying to sing Pinball Wizard. I was trying to do all those, but I did eventually go to some singing lessons and just learned how to warm up my voice and how to cool down my voice. But when I sang for the teacher that was helping me, she was like, "You're fine. You're good. You're fine." So I was like, "Okay, I'm not going to do anything more." But she taught me a lot about, warming up and cooling down after. Yeah.
Do you do
Because
this?
like I'm not a singer, but I there's like 2 songs I can sing because I figured out the tone that I have matches. So one of them is like Radiohead "Creep." I mean, it's just so easy. I wish I was like that's the only like karaoke song I can do because it's like you're just mumbling pretty much.
Yeah, right.
So so did you hear songs and go, oh, I got to do that, and then you found like the Mellencamp lane, and you eventually evolved, but you find a tone that you kind of like, okay, I can go here and I can go here, but I don't have to be Steve and go way up here, right? I mean, is that what you learned?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and you learn it nightly. I mean, you learn it like when you're singing a show, all of a sudden you hit a spot and you go, "Oh, that spot's not good right there," and you know it, and you know it in your throat and your voice. It's like, I gotta avoid that spot. I gotta get over that, or I gotta shake that out. Do that, or relax. I mean, seriously, like when I'm not singing and the band is playing, I'm like, just relaxing. No, seriously.
Yeah. No.
I'm relaxing my throat, just like cool it down.
But you're like one of the few people that I've noticed that, your voice has stayed, it hasn't gone down.
I sing all my songs in the same key that they were ever written.
Like, it's from what I heard when, 15, 20 years ago to what I hear now, it's like identical.
It's the same key.
Right. And the thing is, for a lot of people, a lot of singers out there,
when we get older, lose our hair.
They don't do it. It's like they can't do it. It's like talking to like Bon Jovi. I mean,
like Bon Jovi. I mean, think about Journey. I mean, a guy like Steve could step in and sing for Journey every night, but a guy like in front of Journey, Steve Perry was like, "Fuck, I can't do this forever."
If you say his name, I'll remember. But the lead singer of Cinderella had
Tom Keefe.
God, I saw him.
Tom blew his shit out. And done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Doing 80s metal.
So there's a lot of guys that
10 years.
did. A lot of guys that did.
right.
And Jeff Tate was having a hard time hitting those high ones too.
No, it wasn't.
I'm having a hard time hitting the high. I can't hit the high ones.
Not like he did.
I mean, we're just older.
But that's like, remember that band, Brittany Fox?
You just need someone to grab your nuts.
yes.
That song, what was that big
Long
song,
Way to Love.
Long Way to Love, and it was like, I mean, it was the way he was singing it. I'm looking at it like this guy is going to last maybe half a tour.
Exactly.
After that, it's over.
It's amazing that Brian Johnson lasted.
Oh, I know, right?
I mean,
And it's funny thing. The funny thing is, I was on Facebook and I saw somebody put it out, Brian Johnson before AC/DC in 1975, and he's got he's got like this ascot on and he's doing this 70s kind of stuff, but his voice was really good and wasn't raspy. He didn't sing.
Do you want to know my AC/DC story?
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, I got one too.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. I was 15 years old, and MTV came out with an ad on late at night. My neighbor saw it, Aaron Burwell, and he said they're doing a contest for AC/DC lookalikes or Angus lookalikes to go on stage for the Who Made Who tour.
No.
And I'm like, okay,
What?
let's go. So we all went, and we were the only 4 people that were there for that contest.
4 people.
Huh?
4.
people.
4 people, but they wanted 6, but we were the only 4 that showed up, and so we got the deal. So we went backstage at Who Made Who tour. We sat in the back room with Angus and Malcolm and Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson was like
And you're
just crashing vodka
Oh,
down his throat, talking about soccer.
you're 15.
Angus,
Oh my God.
Angus and Malcolm were drinking tea, and my friends
With
were
their
like,
pinky up.
they were smoking cigarettes, and my friends were like, "Can I have a cigarette?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, yeah." And yeah. Oh, Angus is yelling at Malcolm, going, "Yeah, you're taking my cigarettes," I'm like, "Holy shit!" So we took pictures. So we were like the first people up on stage when the Who Made Who started, and we were up there acting like we were Angus's.
That's
Oh my
cool.
God, that's
Just
great.
doing our thing. And then Angus came up in the middle going, whatever he was doing.
Oh my God.
And then we went back downstage and we went back to the 6th row and we watched the whole concert from the 6th row. And then when we were done, the guy, we were like, "Can we go back and get our stuff, all our signed stuff?" He's like, "No." You don't. Michael, what? You don't have backstage passes for after the show. It's like, dude, we were back there before. We had all our stuff signed is back there. Please, can we please go get? No, I'll let one of you go back and get the stuff, but that's it. we got our stuff,
Oh my
but
God, that's
crazy,
funny.
man.
funny.
Do you still have it?
No, I gave it away to my friend. I gave it away to my friend Jason. He was a huge AC/DC fan, and I gave it to. I should have kept it.
So in your career, how much memorabilia from different people have you gotten? Have you seen a lot of people?
Man, yeah, I
lot of
have.
people,
I have. I mean, I've met Bruce Springsteen twice. I have one of his harmonicas. I have one of.
In your guitar, you said you have
I have
the
a
guitar store.
guitar
Hear this, yeah.
Pete Townsend.
signed by Bruce Springsteen.
Oh,
He's
oh,
wow.
a band.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. A friend of mine bought that for me at an auction. And he
No.
gave it
Oh,
to me.
wow.
There's a story about Pete Townsend.
Yeah.
Yes.
I understand.
So
I have a guitar. Yeah.
we started, we'll talk about the song a little later, but a song that Brian wrote, his first, I believe it might have been your first song back in high school.
Yes,
In the
it
high
was.
school band.
Yes.
And long story short, we re-recorded for the record, but we were doing some basic tracks for it. He pulls out this acoustic. It's a black Gibson J2. I'm like, what the freaking Gibson J200?
The J200.
And
You know how
Anyway,
much that? Oh my
so-
God. Okay.
anyway, Brian could tell the story. He told me about it. I'm like, you got to tell the story because it's fantastic. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it was cool because I was like Pete's Guitars in St. Paul
Yeah.
was a big store at the time.
Oh, it's a huge story. Yeah.
and he started to become a fan of GB Leighton, and I said, Pete, I need a black J200. I said, they don't make them. They only make certain colors for certain months
Yeah.
throughout the year.
Really?
Yeah. So
They make red for Valentine's Day.
yeah, right, exactly. Yeah. So it's like either wait or find one. He goes, I'll find one. And he called me back a couple weeks later and he says, I found you a black J200.
No.
Cool. I go, where'd you get it? He goes, I called Pete Townsend's manager in England. And I said, you know, those J200s I gave you up for that tour. He goes, you got any of those left? He goes, oh yeah, we got 3 still in the case. He goes, well, send them back. I got a buyer for one. So the guy sent one back. So Pete Townsend never probably played it,
but it was still.
but it was his.
Yeah.
And so I always say that
Yeah.
it was his. It was.
Wow, that's pretty cool though.
It was cool. I mean,
Which is funny because somebody's going to get that guitar from you at some point, and they're like going to go, I got the guitar that GB Leighton played.
Yep.
yeah, right. No.
And for me being a studio engineer and producer and stuff, I'm like, acoustic guitars, a lot of times it's kind of tough to get them to work.
Yeah.
And we threw the mic on it. You know, I'm like, wow, we could just use it for a scratch track and do it later. And he starts strumming. I'm like, okay, that worked. I mean,
But that's how it goes. I mean, when I was playing with one of the guys from American Head Charge, we had an acoustic duo that we were doing. That's how we were doing that, you know, a couple times a week. And I'm like, well, I had this old Chevelle acoustic. And I'm like, I need
Isn't that
something
3
better.
in the tree?
Yeah, the Mercury Monarch.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
But so we went to Guitar Center. Now for TGI Fridays, we had this music room that I kind of helped build from scratch. So the vice president of the company said, think outside of the box. If it's something cool, we'll back you up. And I went, well, they sold this area in downtown the TGI Fridays there, Italiani. So that this open room, I go, let's make it a music room. So they went, okay. And handed me a blank check.
Oh,
Nice.
So it was great.
That's
so
fun.
I got Chris Vox to help me out and put together this, the sound system and everything for it. And so then when I was playing with this guy from American Head Charge, I'm like, I need a new guitar. And we went in, I'm looking at the Taylors, I'm looking at the CF Martins. And then there was this Tacoma, never heard of Tacoma before. And it was this burlwood inlaid guitar that was all koa. The entire thing was koa, and the fretboard was ebony. And I'm like, oh, I want that. And she's like, well, don't you want to play it first? I'm like, okay. Sat down, G chord. I'll take it.
it's koa.
I mean, that was it. I mean, I know, was that kind of the same thing when you strummed that guitar? You must have went like, yep.
I mean, I've held guitars that I've had in my hands, and I'm like, gone, okay, I'm going to write a lot of songs on this guitar.
Yeah. Oh,
and
cool.
it's not ideally the song or the guitar that I
Right.
imagined that I was going to sing on. But it's something to,
Is there certain sounds that you have different guitars, that certain sounds that match your voice a little bit better, or you feel is more your style? Because I'm a Taylor guy. I like Taylor, but whenever I pick up something else, the sound is like, eh.
Yeah, no. I mean, if I'm recording, I'm worried about the sound.
Yeah.
But if I'm not recording, it's an acoustic guitar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like we can sing.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Sure.
come on.
And same with live shows. Like I as a radio guy, I would go out and do the local music scene, and I was there appreciating live music, and whether it was fucked up or not. If I was sitting next to a guitarist, they'd be like, he missed the fucking beat. It's not even tuned. Like, musicians are the worst people to sit in an audience and watch another musician because they just suck.
Yeah.
But I'm just more of a music aficionado. Like, I just want to hear the music, and I don't know if you guys make a mistake or not. But even if you do, it's a live show. Have fun with it, right?
Well,
Like, you don't have to.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is like I like people always said, can I take some guitar lessons from you? And I was like, I can teach you to sing around a campfire.
Yeah.
and have fun. No.
Yeah.
And have fun and sing along with that. But that's the type of teacher that I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna teach you theory. I'm not gonna teach you anything.
That's the kind I like.
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you. Let's have some fun around the guitar, around a campfire, and let's have some fun. And 3 chords and a minor.
Yeah.
You can do everything in the world.
You can play every Green Day song.
To elaborate a little bit on what Brian was saying too, for me with different guitars, there's certain ones I'm going to use live, and there's certain ones I'm going to use when I record.
Right.
But there's also other ones that are just random ones that are inspirational for a specific thing.
Yeah.
And when I pick up this specific guitar, I'm going to write something different than I would on a different guitar. And it might sound stupid, but for me, it is. And it's like, I can, if I pick up a Strat, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to pick up a Les Paul. I'm going to do one thing. I'm pick up, whatever. It's going to draw something out.
Right.
That's different.
Well, and that's like I've got a 97 Paul Reed Smith CE24 10 top. And that was like the first real guitar I ever bought. And that thing plays it plays itself. And that's the guitar that I know that when I die and get buried, it's coming with me.
Yeah,
I know. And the rest of the guitars can go to the family.
No, they're not.
But that guitar is going with that's getting buried with me.
No, it's not.
hey, Brett, I just had an idea in my head, and I want to pitch it to you right now because I know you don't like my ideas. But and Patrick, you're not invited. But how about wouldn't this be fun?
Thanks.
A camping trip. With
This is a camping trip.
No,
the
all
bar is the campfire.
all these musicians around a campfire.
Oh my God.
Everybody brings their guitar. We bring
That'd be
our
fun.
significant others. We go someplace up north by a lake.
like a KOA and just get everybody
And
there.
we get everybody there. Wouldn't that be a good?
Well, then all of a sudden we'd get so many people that then we need to stay.
Then we have to
No. No one's invited. We just
Then you'd have to charge admission.
no. You just sit around and we play by a campfire.
Then we find Brett's dead body and we bury it. It's hot.
Brett was peeing by the river, and that's when the grizzly took him. But he fought back and kept the guitar half eaten.
Hey, Brian, I wanted to ask you about the Minnesota music scene.
Yes, sir.
I met you in the early 2000s. I mean, it's been probably 20, 25 years. We never knew each other, but, you know, we've crossed paths and things like that. And so I remember, you know, back in the day, Minneapolis had the Caboose, and we had some other jam spots on Washington Avenue and all of those things. How is it different now? Are you gigging more outside of Minneapolis nowadays? Because that's where the, you know, like the suburban draw is. That's what I'm just guessing. I don't know, but I've heard that Minneapolis downtown kind of not the thing anymore.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's a completely different scene than it was. Washington Avenue and Bunkers is coming back a little bit. There are some new housing developments down there.
The Loop,
and
right?
some kids,
Yep.
are living in the North Loop there, and they're doing that. But I'm telling you, no. I mean, it's different. I used to go down there when I was starting to get into music, and I could go down to 5 to 7 bars a night and watch original music, like people
And the Sunday night jam,
Yes,
like
exactly.
at Bunkers or
Right.
at
Well, and that-
Caboose and things like that.
exactly. Just
And that
watching
was it,
original
because I
bands.
mean, there's two bands. When it was for Bunkers, the two bands that really made it big was Dr. Mambo's Combo and GB Leighton.
Yeah.
And those really made the name for that. And then you could go from the Warehouse District to downtown Minneapolis, and you could go to Glick's,
Flying
and then
Line.
you would get
Oh,
you know, Hookers and Below, that band there. Funny name, but they were you know, and you could see the band there. But there were great bands, and I knew that it was like every Tuesday night I could go and see a band at Bunkers. I knew every Friday, Saturday, I knew I'd see that same band.
TGI Friday still had bands too.
And I was
Yeah,
a big
we-
old Vikings fan, remember? And I was like, you know, spiking Viking. And I figured out that there's a period in time where after the game, the Vikings players would go to the Caboose and they would be at that jam all night on Sundays. And they remember I'm thinking of the right place, right? The Caboose?
No,
Yeah.
That's in-
Bunkers.
Bunkers.
On Washington.
They would go after
No,
Bunkers.
I'm talking about
Corners.
over on the Riverside
Yeah,
Avenue.
that was
There a-
whiskey. That was Whiskey Junction and
Yes.
and the Caboose. There was-
Yes.
Yeah, down at
And then
Seven
you could
Corners
go
there.
upstairs. So
Seven Corners,
all the Vikings would be upstairs jamming or not jamming. They would be watching everything, but you know, all the women. And I got invited up once, and Robert Smith. I was hanging out with Robert Smith when he was a drinker. It was super fun. But I remember, the whole Riverside thing used to pop on Sundays too.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
I don't think you can
Minneapolis-
see live music anywhere in the country on a Sunday night anymore because everyone's closed down at 8 because of COVID.
Yeah.
Well, then after COVID, I mean, it just like destroyed. Now it's like you can't even find something like that. But it's like you're like almost like the Phoenix came out of the flames.
No,
now
I got
you do all these like almost concert outdoor stuff.
Yeah.
So how did the transition from kind of going from the bar scene into those open areas happen?
It was really weird. You know, I mean, I had some fans that wanted me to come and play for them. So they decided, let's do an outdoor party at our house. And, you know, during COVID or whatever, and we'll have him out in the yard and everyone can be at their spot or whatever. And now I've done that since COVID came out for this particular.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. It's like they've done their 6th show or whatever it is. But yeah, I mean, it's just, it was tough. It was just like everything closed down. Everything shut down.
A lot of
Yeah.
outside places popped up then after that.
A lot of outdoor places popped up, but it was still difficult. You know, I mean, it was difficult. I would do these Facebook shows and I would try and get like a a beer
Right.
person or a bartender behind me or whatever, and show their bar behind me, and and try and just do whatever you could do to try and get.
And that's the one thing that I always kind of admired about you, is that you were always in the music industry for the music and the fans.
Brian stayed true to what he's done,
Mm-hmm.
and he hasn't deviated from it. And he's been able. I mean, it's no one's done it as long
Mm-hmm.
and is successful that he has,
Yeah.
and it's impressive. It's admirable,
Yeah.
and he sticks to his guns and does his thing, and it's really cool.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and
Yeah.
you're like one of the Minnesota staples, so much so that it was at Lake Country or Lake County.
Lake County, yeah.
Lake County. That, and I remember watching TV. I'm like,
Yeah. High school hockey. Yeah.
and I'm like,
What
isn't that Brian
Yeah.
Glodek?
Yeah.
And then I had to rewind it, and I'm like, holy shit, it is. But it was one of the greatest, commercial sets. I mean, there's a bunch of them where you're like having fun hanging out, and it made me want to go to fucking Lake County.
Made me want to go too.
How did you get hooked up with that?
It's funny, man. There was a production company that was up there a long time ago that wanted to do a TV show about people on the sidewalk doing magic or whatever, and we tried to do that and it never went anywhere. And then 2 years later, they said, Brian, Lake County wants to have you be the host of this, of this production, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. I mean, I love it because it's like, it's something I don't have to think about,
Right.
It's like they go, come do this, say this line. And it's like, okay, cool. Oh, do it again. Okay. All right. Do it. Smiling.
It was great.
No, it is. It's great because it's
cool.
like, I don't have to fucking think about anything anymore.
I think it was during a Wild game or something. I saw like,
yeah.
dang, that's freaking awesome.
I know. No, it's crazy. It was crazy, but it was.
All I got to say is, you've made it big when you can be on a commercial for Lake County.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I don't think
Amen.
so. I don't think
I was going to ask a question though, so just GB Leighton. So when I was, probably 18, so I was out and about at 18. So that would have been like 1990, right? Were you out performing then?
Yeah,
Sneaking in the bars.
Yes.
So all I remember is like every week in the City Pages, and I knew who you were until I met you like 10 years later, but I knew who you were because you were always in the City Pages.
Yep.
GB Leighton, GB Leighton, GB Leighton,
Yep.
GB Leighton. And I was just like, just the naming of it, I know it's, just a reversal of your initials, and I'm not saying it like that because I know you probably want to ask, oh, what about GB Leighton or Brian? What? But my point is, like, it's got a cadence to it. It stands out.
Yeah.
It's like a very marketable name. It's like PJ Harvey or like
right.
Stone Temple Pilots. It's got, it's a rhythm. And so, hey, I'm going to go see GB Leighton. It just rolls. As a radio guy, I'm just like, it rolls off the tongue.
That's
but my point is, like, did you have a plan to like saturate the market with GB Leighton because it was everywhere all the time?
No,
like you were always outplaying.
No,
dude, seriously,
no.
like, it was
My
just
bass
GB
player
Leighton
did.
all the time.
My bass player did. Johnny Vincent was my bass player at the time, and he said, Brian, you get your name in that City Pages and the Reader every fucking time you can. You get it in there every week that you can. And I said, okay. And I tried, and that's when we got the house gig at Bunkers. So we were in there every week.
Did you ever get gigs by looking at City Pages, like who's advertising their bar? And then you're like, let's just get on the thing. And then
Remember how cool the City Pages was?
I know.
Awesome.
City Pages was awesome. It was awesome.
I have a.
As a 20-year-old, that's where you ran to see like who's coming to town for a concert or a local show, even. Or
honestly,
if Sons was having specials on Butterfly nights, you know what I mean? Like, you remember the Modern Rock Twin Cities that would air on Channel 6 cable?
Oh yeah. Did that.
His name was God. What was dude's name? Jeff something or other.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
But jogging the memory. That was great.
Yeah, he used to do like
Jeff F.
Yeah.
Jeff.
But he used to do local videos, and I'd go out and do
Oh, my
local
God,
interviews and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was fun. That was
He used to bring his local 6-pack with him everywhere.
He ran for mayor too. He should have won, but you remember he rose out of the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
Yeah, right.
Now you've got a new album out now.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
I know, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
How stupid is this
Patrick, we got swag.
Everyone brings swag.
So
in,
take a look at that right there. So that's
shit.
now you put it out on vinyl. As
I know.
Well, that
Awesome.
is awesome.
Yeah, I know it.
What was the idea behind putting this out on vinyl?
Well, people have been, behind vinyl lately, and
to
they were like, "Why don't you do vinyl? Why don't you do vinyl?" So I said, "I'll do a limited edition
Yeah.
of vinyl." So I did like 300 and some copies of it. It's tangerine in color.
That is awesome.
The vinyl is tangerine in color.
Yes, it is.
It's almost like when you don't do it, it feels like something's missing.
Yeah,
But
but on the other hand, it's a fucking ton of money.
Yes.
It's a fucking.
Well, did your buddy Steve help
Oh
you
my
out with
God.
any of that recording costs or anything? Or
It's a
producing?
fucking ton of money to make an album, man.
Well,
It's
now
like, fuck. Okay, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna put these down so they're recorded in the way that I wanted to have them recorded? And it's like, oh, man, I can try it this way. I can try it this way. I could just do it on my phone. I don't know.
now
That's why you're on the podcast.
Right.
Because if you are watching or listening to this podcast and you don't buy the vinyl album, you're a thief.
Yes.
You might as well throw a brick through Brett's window at his basement studio and loot the place. All right.
Yes.
So buy the new album.
Yes.
I live
Got
here.
it?
Yes. Go out
Well,
and
Brett's
buy
got
this
a gun.
album.
It's fine.
Yes. And I gave him enough to give away on some.
Nobody is
Oh, okay.
touching my albums.
Oh no, we should have a comment contest.
Van Gogh
Though.
in the back.
Seriously, we
Wait,
could do a
you
comment
gotta-
contest.
Brett, give him one.
You got to show me. I got to show you. one.
Yeah.
But go ahead and keep talking.
Are you
All
gonna
right.
open
And Steve,
it?
so Steve, did you do you guys ever collaborate? Like, do you ever do background stuff or work your way into his world at all? Ever?
We did. I'll let Brian tell the story because it's his song, but we did record a song on this record that he wrote in high school. And we played it in our high school band and he wanted to do it. I'm going to let him tell the story because it's his story to
in
tell.
rocks.
It's pretty incredible.
It's a rock story. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
pretty
rocks.
incredible story. Actually,
Okay.
like I wrote this song when I was 15 years old, and
Wow.
I didn't know what to do with it other than bring it to the band that I was playing with or whatever. I remember distinctly playing in a party, and after we had released this song on cassette tapes to our friend.
Cassette tape.
Yes. But I remember, like, I would keep my eyes shut when I would sing. But when I opened my eyes and I saw people singing the song along with me, the lyrics, I was just like, holy shit, they know what I'm
What you're singing. Yeah.
And that was crazy. And so we distributed that song. So Mike Chappett was my first drummer in the band that we started after high school and stuff. And Mike decided that he was going to turn in his drums and stop playing. And he goes, Brian, he goes, You Better Not Run was the first song we ever recorded. And he goes, I want to redo it. I want to redo it again with Steve. And I said, do it.
He called it bookends. He wanted to be
Yes,
bookends.
he wanted bookends.
Oh,
And I'm like, yeah,
nice.
for sure. Yeah, do it. And so these guys were all behind. I mean, they were the ones, Steve and Mike, and they brought it to me and I was just like, holy shit, this is
Now, and that's on this
Frickin-
album.
yes.
And
So-
the thing is, when
And I don't want to
heard
date you. That's 35 years later,
I
right?
know.
That's fucking crazy.
But when Steve played it, he goes, you got to listen to this. And I'm listening to him. I'm like rocking. You start singing. I'm like, wait, holy shit. it's like it works.
Yeah.
It really works. It works great. And it's like that tone is coming back that had kind of that 80s vibe and that tone and the harmonies. But then your vocals come in and it mixes perfectly. I mean, I was floored.
That's where we were, that's where we were when I wrote that song. That's the music we were singing.
Yeah.
We demand, what it was. We demand you spend another $100,000 on a music video.
It's good feeling music. Look at that. That's awesome.
What?
Look at that, folks.
That's
Tangerine. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
That is really cool.
The song you're talking about when you wrote it when you were 15, is that the first song you've written? What is the very first song you've written? And how old were you?
Oh man, 14, I think, and it was called Mr. Man.
Do you still play it?
No, it was so stupid.
Mr. Man.
You don't understand.
Radio DJ tape.
Mr. Man.
Stupid. No, bad.
Yeah. So I have a friend that I grew up with. His name was Steve, and we used to hang out all the time. We were close friends, and when I go back to his house, his older brother was a drummer and used to play drums for us. And his name is Scott Wenham.
Yeah, funny. I know Scott very well.
You do.
Yes,
that's why I want to bring. How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
No,
I've tried to get him on the. He said he'd come on the podcast.
Oh man, he should.
Yes, I want him to come on the podcast, and so Scott.
Scott, get on here. I'll get him on here. Yeah, no, Scott's a great.
He's a great guy.
Great guy.
I really love to see him again because it's been so long.
He's got many stories.
Family, yes.
Yeah.
Well, and it's weird because I mean it's this big Minneapolis or Minnesota family because I mean we've had Allie Gray on and now getting you on, but there's been a lot of musicians. Jason Peterson Delaire, that played with Prince, and Michael Bolton, all these Minnesota, but mostly Minneapolis, St. Paul people that are coming on that have these great stories, and everybody's connected. That's what's so cool about it.
And they all went to Mounds View.
Mounds View is like the breeding ground for Minnesota musicians.
It is. My kids won't tell you that.
I'm going to start infiltrating this podcast with St. Louis Park people. We got
St. Louis Park too.
St. Louis Park has got some.
We got Mark Rosen. We got Jeff Passolt. We got a bunch of folks from St. Louis Park that can come in.
And there's another new guy that's I'm training martial arts a little bit too. When he comes to classes, and I've been training him a little bit, but his name is Tony Kamana.
Yeah.
Really?
Tony Kamana. Yeah.
Kamana Johnson. So,
hey, Brian, I want to ask you, at the risk of sounding like an asshole, if this doesn't work out, because I usually do research, but I also like throwing wild questions out there that I don't know the answer to. But has anyone covered one of your original songs?
Yeah, I've heard.
Good question, Patrick.
I've heard some bands that have covered my songs, and it's.
But if the answer, that's why I was hesitant, because if the answer is no, it's like, oh fuck, you're a loser.
No.
I'm kidding. Okay, so someone has covered your shit. Okay,
yes,
good.
they have.
Okay,
they have.
Tell me more.
They've covered my songs, and
tell me more.
It was remarkable.
When, where, how?
The band out west, I can't remember the name of them, but they would cover Love or Sale all the time. One of my songs.
Did anyone take one and twang it a little bit more, make it country and shit?
No. I mean, nobody's made one of my songs bigger
or better.
They made it more metal, maybe.
Yeah, I wish. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Deathcore.
No, that's funny because when we were recording this song, Mike Chappett's like, it's probably going to sound dated, so put your producer hat on and do some stuff to it. I'm like, it's not my song. He's like, I'll let you know if it's too much. I know, Brian. And I'm like, okay. So I did some stuff.
Yeah. I
sent it to Mike. He's like, you might want to pull some of the harmonies down and stuff. I'm like, well, I just want Brian to hear him. So sent it to Brian, and Brian's like, that's freaking awesome.
Now, Brian, can we put that song on the end of the podcast?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
sure.
People got to hear this. I mean,
you should put the 14-year-old version on it.
That's
when I was 14 sing.
Oh, that
and
would
then you
be
should
better.
put the
Let's do it.
the version that's
We will,
And-
we'll do that.
and for the record, who was on the? You're obviously on the recording. Mike Chappett, Carl Eck, right?
Karlek,
Who's playing bass?
Tim Peterson,
Tim Peterson.
Wow.
Mike Peterson.
Mike Peterson. Okay.
Mike Peterson.
Okay. Tim Peterson was a drummer.
Yeah,
And for-
Mike
yeah.
Peterson.
Okay.
And for the record, Steve just brought up a good point. Like, have you had a recording where someone's like a producer or somebody or, you know, mixer is going, we need this, we need that. And you had to go, no, fuck you. It sounds great. You should fucking wrap it up. Like, have you had any kind of resistance between a producer or an engineer or anybody like that? That says,
You know, it's
also you're kind of independent, right? Like, you can tell someone to go fuck themselves because you're not like bound to a label or anything, right?
I would say, I would say the opposite. Like I would want to go a different way, and a producer would say, we need to go this way. And I would go, okay, all right, let me listen to it. You know, and then I would listen to it and then go, okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll try anything.
See,
We were doing one. I think it might have been the last Platinum Overdose record. One of the Platinum Overdose records, and it was probably my favorite song, and definitely Mike Chappett's favorite song that we wrote. And I got married to the version I submitted, not the recorded, just how the song was written. And the producer came back and changed a specific part, and I'm like,
okay,
no, you're killing the vibe of the song.
Right.
And he's like, it's either this way or it's not going on the record. And so I'm like, you know, long story short, I'm like, fine. And Mike and I were just talking about this probably a couple months ago, and I went back and found my original tape and listened to it, and I'm like, yeah, he was right. He was right. Good call.
Well, that's what they're getting paid
as
for.
musicians, it's your baby and you're in it, and you're not used to anyone else hearing it a different way.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so
Outside ears sometimes.
that's it's a weird dynamic in music or
it
any
does.
kind of
It
art
does.
where it's like you've got a third person going, you know, let's try it this way. You know, that's got to be awkward.
Yeah, it is. It's different. Yeah. You know,
The ultimate goal is to come up with the best version
Yes.
of a record
For
that
sure.
everybody will
Yeah.
like, you know. So
That's why I say
And
he
then-
probably surrounds himself with you. We all do. We surround ourselves with people that are supporters, not haters, things like that. But
Yeah.
Well,
when you're recording something, it's a different story because then you've got people that have invested interests, and that's where it gets a little.
Yeah.
You know, the music
Right.
business gets shitty there.
well, you know, and piggybacking off of what Patrick is saying, I mean, you had the opportunity to do kind of national stuff, but you stuck at home. What was what was behind that? Was it because you just wanted to, this is where home is and this is where family is?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. There's been many opportunities where in my life that I look back on and I've gone, you could have gone farther than what you are. I was standing outside in Nashville, Tennessee, when there was a hot dog vendor on one of the biggest streets now in Nashville. And I could have been right there. I could have been Garth Brooks before Garth Brooks. I was there. I was doing that stuff, and I just some reason it didn't click.
You know, I got to say, I think you made the right choice, honestly, because your fan base, your family, everyone around it just, I mean, it's like, the only way I can describe it is like love for what you do and how you do it. I mean, you can't, it's original. It's genuine.
You're Minnesota.
You're Minnesota.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, if you do it another way, it's almost like you're selling your soul to the devil. And I think, and to me, I think you made the right choice because you're a household name in Minnesota, you know?
yeah, there's been a lot of good bands, big bands that have come and gone.
Yeah.
Have come back.
Yeah.
But everybody knows the name GB
Leighton.
Everybody does. They just do.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Oh God, I don't even know if I should say this. Minnesota Music Hall of Fame. Are you in it?
No,
You should be.
I should be. Yes.
Should be.
Let's
Yeah.
make that. Let's
Yeah.
make that happen.
that
I think
happen,
I think it's around the corner.
Well, I
If
think
it's
it
not
should
yet,
be.
we'll make it happen, or it'll just happen. But
Yeah.
like I said earlier, like I was 18, never been downtown, never saw you, but I knew who you were by reading city pages. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I just know the amount of I've got many of friends in my phone. And I actually texted one of them tonight, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's Brian!" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Send me the link when it's all edited." I'm like, I totally will. So but like, there's it's not just women; it's just people in the scene. I mean, we appreciate you. And I remember, I think did you visit KQ and do a lot of the stuff with Mae Young back in the day too?
Yep.
Yeah, because I started out before I was at 93X. I was with Mae Young as an intern, and then Wally Walker. But she got to teach me a lot about doing the local music stuff. So that's why I transferred to 93X, and our music was a lot heavier, or it's more active rock than what you were doing. So I never played GB Leighton on 93X. But
it was hard.
we all knew,
right.
God, it's GB Leighton, So I mean, you definitely have a place in Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota music history. What do you think of that? I mean, it's been you've had a good career.
I have. I've been blessed. I have.
And it's not done.
I'm not done. No,
no, right.
I'm
not
still
saying
playing.
by any means.
I've got a huge August coming up. I've got a huge August coming up. I'm going to be so busy in August here. So yeah, look it up, gblayton.com. Everything. Mae Young. Yes, I remember Mae Young. She helped me so much. I still talk to her once in a while. And she's up north. Great. And doing
I'm trying to get her. I want her brother Andy on our podcast.
Yeah,
because Andy is a fisherman. So
I
want to have a pro fisherman on the podcast.
She's up there, man. She's up there in the Northwoods and stuff, and it's awesome. I've run into her when I was doing the Lake County stuff, and no, it's amazing the people I've met in this state and what I've done. I mean, geez, it's just it's crazy.
You can't even. So people ask me as a radio DJ, like, who did you meet or what was your best interview? And I just like, it's like a glaze. It's like,
it is.
I don't know. Every active rock act that was playing from 2001 to 2010, I interacted with at some point. I don't know.
Right.
It's a blur, right?
Yeah. Paul Molitor, like one of my good friends, my son sat in the Stanley Cup. I put my son in the Stanley Cup. I mean, that's crazy. I have a picture of my son sitting crying in the Stanley Cup. It's like, that's awesome. Yeah. It's like, holy shit,
you don't get
man,
more
who gets to do this?
Minnesota than that, bro.
Yeah. I know. Who gets to do this?
Real quick, how old are your boys now?
They're 25 and 22.
25 and 22. Wow. Are you a grandpa?
No. No, not yet. Not yet. No.
Do they play music?
That's
the next obvious.
No, they were sports guys. And that's why I said you got to look up strictly
hockey, I hope.
Strictly football, strictly basketball. That's my son. And you will find him on there, and he is amazing at what he does. And the other son just graduated from Mankato. And so he's getting into something. I don't know.
So which one did you?
Steve and I both think that they should be hockey players. But that's
you know what? I'm so thankful they weren't because I couldn't afford it.
That's a lot of money.
Expensive.
Which is funny because I mean I played hockey with your brother. I mean we were on the traveling team, the high school team.
You were the goalie, dude.
I played goalie when I was like 14. Yeah. And then I became a skater.
Okay.
And then that's when
did you guys all have mullets?
Yeah,
of course.
Yes.
We were all shaking.
My high school senior picture is me with a mullet. Bad.
Why is it?
I looked like Patrick Swayze, except he wore it better.
but why is it that in 2026 kids that play hockey still have mullets? I don't understand.
No, they're it's salad now. It's not a mullet. It's salad.
Hair salad.
Which is we've shown my picture before, but yeah.
Well, the thing is though, Stacy hasn't said today, "Oh, I'm so happy that you brought another bald guy."
I made a little comment. You just didn't get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Brothers in hair. Yeah. Brothers not with hair.
Hey.
Have you traveled overseas?
Oh yeah, I've gone overseas. I went with Johnny Lang. I went on tour with Johnny Lang in Europe. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Where was your most favorite place you played out there?
Oh man, it's probably Sweden, Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at Patrick blushing. Patrick, gonna go get the shirt.
Lots of cute girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Norwegian. I'm more Norwegian, but Swedes.
Yeah.
Well,
Patrick's
but that's because
got
they could
no.
understand you.
Because Patrick's got kids over there.
Well, that's because they can understand you. They know that you betcha, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I did a lot of stuff with Bodines and
oh wow.
and Huey Lewis in the News.
Nice.
Wow, back in the-
When I was on tour with Huey Lewis in the News, it was really, really, really fun. This is Huey Lewis's schedule every day. He wakes up, he gets in his bus, they bring him to a golf course. He gets out, he plays 18 holes. They bring him to the show where he has to play that night. He does a sound check. All in the meantime, he's getting stoned everywhere that he's at golf and at sound check and everywhere. So, and then he does sound check and then he goes back to the hotel. Then he comes back to the show. And after I do the warm up, and then he would come and sing his show. And at his time for the break,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
he would go, Carl, where's my weed? Where's my weed?
Fun.
And so Carl, his stage manager, would run. Yeah, no, he'd run and give Huey Lewis his fucking weed so he could go out there and do an encore.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he was. But
To be
if
square,
you think about it,
Yeah, I want a
it's
new
the
drug.
greatest life. You're golfing and you're smoking weed, and you're golfing and you're smoking weed. And
That's a
you're
rough
eating,
life.
and, it's the greatest life.
That's how I would do it.
Oh
I'd
my
play Alice
God.
Cooper though, but
Oh,
he'd kick
shit.
my ass in golf.
So,
Yeah.
so the name of the song, Hip to Be Square.
Yeah.
Square had the meaning of stoned.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I thought it
Oh,
meant
yeah.
just being
Oh,
like a
that guy
loser.
was fucking stoned.
Oh my God. That's awesome.
I had them send me more CDs because I was selling out of CDs on the road. So they sent me a box to the show, and the stage manager goes, "Oh, you got a box? What is it? Is it weed? Weed?" I go, "No, dude,
It's a box of Minnesota green.
it's
Minnesota.
CDs. It's
Throw
CDs."
the best green. Send it here for Huey Lewis.
Yeah, we call it ditchweed, but it's really good.
Yeah, right.
You got to smoke extra.
It's been stepped on 17 times. You get a bunch of stems and seeds.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Oh my God. My face is gonna hurt tomorrow. So
Who's laughing now?
So I mean, it's like you're weathering time. You keep doing it, and it's just it's.
I think because you
It's
stayed
awesome.
in Minnesota. I think because you
Yeah.
stayed in Minnesota, you stayed local, you stayed humble. You didn't chase the dragon or whatever chase the money and the fame and all that stuff. I want to be.
Yeah, no,
famous.
Stacy's right because I was around for about 15 years of the peak music scene for the hard rock side, and I saw a few bands. They took a deal and they're fucked. I mean, a record label is basically a bank, and they say, okay, we're going to give you this much money for your record. We're going to give you this much money for promo. We're going to give you this much money for your bus. And pretty soon you're like 80 grand in debt. And if you don't sell enough records to pay that back, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how that goes.
Yeah.
Like, just to be honest with you. So
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
thinking about, getting rich, signing with a label, that shit don't happen.
No.
A lot of
A
sketchy
lot of
shit
people
going
got
on.
fucked like that. The music business is awful. We should do a whole podcast.
Oh,
You know
God.
what? Actually, I think, Brett, I'll talk to you about it later, but I think I can get a couple of music people in here someday. We talk about music later.
Oh yeah, the behind the scenes guys, the skeletons in the closet guys.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I would like that. Absolutely.
fun. Yeah.
Thing
So
thing I'd like to do with Brian is I've texted him having a couple beers one night. I've texted him a couple acoustic songs I've written. I'm like, we should do something. He's like, yeah, anytime. So
Yeah.
I don't know, when we get some free time, if we ever have that free time, we'll have to get
Let's
together
do it.
and do some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
be
fun.
fun.
That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. I mean,
we'll sit around a campfire.
get
We'll get all the people.
get Tony on a percussion drum.
We're gonna have Cool On. We'll get Jason.
Another Mounds You kid, by the way.
Yeah. Another
Yeah. Really, Adam? Fucking
Hey,
guys.
Scott Wenham was
What's
an
in the water?
Irondale guy. He was an Irondale guy.
We forget.
I will never,
We forget about
ever, 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 ever forget where I came from and
Thank
you.
who are the people that fucking led me to this place
Yep.
that I am at.
You're blessed.
That's why you're.
Steve Philbrook is one of them. Scott,
I'm not one of them.
Yes, you
No, we played together
No.
and stuff, but
no. Steve,
Brian chose his own path and followed it. And
I wanted to be Steve's voice.
why when you have yours? I mean, it's seriously, it's
Yeah, but you know those friends, you know they cherish them, and you guys are still friends.
Yes.
Obviously,
Yeah.
you brought him on here for us,
Yeah.
you know, and you
Oh,
know
yeah.
it's great.
Thank
And-
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, and the
Appreciate it.
thing is,
It's a great episode.
yeah,
Love you.
it's great. We wanted you
I don't even
both
know you,
on
and I love
together.
you. Goddamn.
But I wanted you, or we wanted you both on together because of where your roots came from.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and you guys both came from the same kind of cut from the same cloth, friends for decades and decades and decades.
And that's it.
Playing music together, playing music apart, and then coming back together and putting together a song that it's just like you never stop playing together.
No, that's what
you
I'm
know.
saying.
So it's incredible, and that's why I wanted the both of you on, just to kind of tell your story on how music really does help the soul and how you guys become who you've became. You know, it's just incredible
For sure.
and then and knowing that you still play out weekly and you have big shows and people love coming to see you.
GBLeighton.com.
Yep.
yeah.
So
Lots of shows coming up.
Thank you.
So we will put on the end of the podcast, as we talked about, the song that you guys wrote together. When
You better not run.
team.
Yeah.
You better not run. We'll throw that on the end of the podcast, as well as Brian's his summer calendar. So folks,
That'll be all
make sure
on
you
there.
Take a
Yep.
look at GB Leighton. Still one of the greatest bands in Minnesota. Minnesota proud. Thank you for coming on
Thank you,
tonight,
man.
Steve. Thanks for coming on.
Anytime.
And we want you back.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely
I will come back anytime.
come
Yes.
back on.
Love it,
so,
man.
yeah,
Thank you.
we love
Was it
you.
as,
Thank
was it
you.
as fun as you thought?
We're just happy to have you on. It
was a blast. I love it.
blast. So,
Yeah.
and it's been a long time. I think the last time you and I saw each other is probably 20 years ago.
I know.
And we
Wow.
saw each other at the Cub Foods.
Yeah.
What? Pub food?
Yeah. We just ran into each other. Brian?
Yeah. Yeah.
How often do you get noticed when you're out and about? If you go to Cub and stuff, do people come up and say,
No, it's more when I'm in a urinal at the Twins game or something, and they go, "GB," and I'm like, "Hey!"
Hey, nice car. Thanks.
Can you play that thing?
You play that? Is that your guitar?
Apparently, you don't just play guitar. Well, folks, thank you for joining us for another
you.
podcast with At the Bar With. Again, as always, we can't do this without you. So please hit that share, that like, and subscribe. And if you're on our Instagram and Facebook, come on over to YouTube, because that's where we have all of our content. We'll have another guest next week. Patrick, is there somebody coming on that we know?
No, next week I just hope my face isn't as fat as it is now.
Or Red, you've been riding your motorcycle.
Oh my God.
All right, folks, we'll be back next week in another episode. And thanks for joining us. And we'll see you again. Take care of each other and everybody else.
And your mom.
And your mom. Have a
No,
good night.
your mom.
No, my mom.
What's with you? Don't come around anymore. Last night I heard a song on the radio. It doesn't matter what you think of me. It's probably best if I don't ever know. kills my joy. And do I bring you down? You want me around anymore? Still here we are. Too late to fix it. Should we even try? It's not worth the time we've already spent. So just stop calling. Yeah, just let me be. I don't think I wanna hear the word you say. Kills my joy. I bring you down, want me around anymore? Still here we are. Here we are. I wished it all away when you turned out the light. Is there an end to this road? Is there an end to this life? There's always something missing. We've been pushed way too far. 'Cause after all of this time, still here we are, baby. In the night, I look over, everything just fades to black. And damn your eyes, for they tell me everything I'm afraid to ask. Yeah.